Welcome to the Robert C. Williams Museum of Papermaking Paper Play Activities. My name is Anna and I'm the Education Curator for the museum. And today I'll be showing you how to make a paper bird. So I'm going to start out here with a 6x6 sheet of origami paper. You can also use computer paper, either are fine. And then I'm also going to be using a bone folder to help me keep the creases of my folds nice and sharp. You can also use a popsicle stick or other items. And I'm going to start by folding my paper in half both directions. So corner to corner, matching those corners, and then creasing that fold. Same thing, the opposite direction. And then I'm going to open it back up. Now that I've gotten my paper folded in half both directions, I'm going to fold the corner into my center along the fold lines that you see. And do the same thing for my other corner. I'm going to flip the paper over and do the same thing with my last two corners. I'm going to go over my folds with my bone folder. Now this next fold is one that I'm going to repeat a few different times. I'm going to start by folding this edge to this edge here. I want to kind of round my corner and make sure I get a nice smooth fold. And then I'm going to do the same thing going the other direction. So I took this side to this edge and now I'm taking this side to this edge. And now you'll notice that I have a very gentle X happening with my paper. So I'm going to come back and bend along that X until I get to the point of my X, and I'm going to create like a shark tail that's sticking straight up. Now this shark tail will be a little bit of a new fold for the paper, so you will need to make sure you get this top corner right at the point. So once I have my shark tail, I'm then going to fold it towards the side with the other flap. And I'm going to repeat that fold on the other side. Again, folding that tail towards the corner. They should, both my little tails should be facing down towards this corner. Then I'm going to flip my paper over, and instead of doing that with this section, I'm going to do that with the whole side tab now. So I'm going to fold this edge into the center line now. And then I'm going to do that same thing the other direction. And you are going to see that fold that you just made. When you use a bone folder, you want to be careful not to get that caught under the paper. Alright, so now I have my X, and I'm going to do the same fold I just did. And this time I want to make sure my little shark tail, I want them both to go the same direction. And I'm going to repeat that fold on the other side. Alright, then I'm going to flip my paper over and take this top tab, pull it down, and fold it back up with just a little pinch of space there. It doesn't need to be much, I just want to shorten that piece down and make sure you keep your center line well adjusted. All right, now I'm going to fold my paper in half, and I'm going to take the top and I'm going to bend it down. So it looks like I'm creating a V here, and my little, what will be my wings, are diagonaled this way. I want to go over that fold and make it nice and sharp, because this is a fold I'm going to have to reverse in my next step. And then I'm going to come back and fold this piece up. I want to fold all the way to the corner on this side, but I want to leave a little bit of extra space here. So all the way to the corner here with a little pinch. So it's going to be a diagonal fold. All right, so now I'm going to straighten that fold back out and open up my paper and flip it over. So now I need, in order to tuck this little edge in, I've got to reverse this fold here, this diagonal, so that you can see it's going to tuck in, just like that. And then I'm ready to start making the head of my bird. So I'm going to take my little sheet of paper here. I'm going to fold diagonally across till I get to the edge of my first tab and press it down. And then I'm going to bring it back across. So once you unfold the paper, you're going to open it back up, and you want to fold down, up, and give it an extra tiny little ripple. And that's going to shorten the beak a little bit. Then when you fold it back in, you want to make sure you get that same crease you had before. And you want to pull that beak so that it's facing straight out. And then I'm going to loosen this area right here just a tad, press down on that corner, and that's going to round the head for my bird. And that is my paper bird. And let me introduce you to my own little bird. This is Kirk. He is a green cheek conure who loves getting his head scratched. He is often in the background of my videos tweeting or screaming, trying to demand my attention. He also loves to chew paper, so I've made him his own little origami parrot before and stuck it in his cage, and he absolutely chewed the head off. Thank you for joining us today for Paper Play.